Hello, good afternoon everyone. I welcome all of you in BYJU'S Exam Prep. Guys, myself Ankit Sharma and I welcome you in BYJU'S Exam Prep, basically this series, GATE AIMERS series. So today guys, basically I am bringing a session on a very demanding topic, that is photogrammetry. Photogrammetry, there is a very famous question which comes from photogrammetry, that is how many number of photographs are to be taken in the field. So guys, is audio video clear? Just quickly let me know that is audio video clear. Guys, quickly let me know that is audio video clear. Everyone, please quickly let me know that is audio video clear. Please quickly let me know that is audio video clear. Okay, shall we start? Let us start the session. Sure. So guys, basically today we are about to discuss the number of photographs, right? The number of photographs. Let me start the session. So basically this is myself Ankit Sharma. Let me introduce myself. I am an ex IES officer having more than 12 years of teaching experience. Further, the next one guys, this is our schedule, which is our bookshelf. I have basically named this slide as the bookshelf. So guys, I have taken these two sessions. These two sessions are being taken by me, right? And this is our session called as photogrammetry, the number of photographs, right? And guys, basically day after tomorrow, that after my session, that on 28th of October, ILD will be taught by one and only the Krishna sir, right? So he will be teaching ILD a topic of structural analysis. Basically the topic is how to draw qualitative influences line diagram. Guys, this is a very important topic and he is very good at it. So please do join this session. Do join this session on 28th of October. On 28th of October, right? So everybody has to be there. So that basically if you are keeping in touch with these sessions only, then guys, definitely there is a very high probability that you will perform very good in the upcoming GATE exam, right? Chali, let us move further. So guys, what is today for you? What is today for you? What is on our study table today? Basically we have number of photographs. Under that we'll be discussing the concept of overlapping, why the overlapping is being done in case of photograph, right? After that, importance of overlapping. Then basically we will determine the number of photographs with the help of method 1 and method 2, and there are 2 practice questions, and along with that guys, basically there will be one homework question and answer of homework question in the Telegram group. Okay Naresh ji, I will just post it. I will post it today. I will post it today. Sure. I have given the answer of homework question the previous session, but the last session which I took about the rise and fall, I did not give that. I am very sorry for it. I will give it. I'll give it by today. Sure. Sure Naresh ji, happy. So guys, this is my Telegram group in which you will get the answer. You can search on Telegram Civil by Ankit sir. Civil by Ankit sir. Very good evening Atul ji. Very good evening. Kaise ho? Right? Further, this is our core group of faculties guys. India's best faculties are there for you, and basically all of us are giving free lectures to you on our app, that is BYJU'S Exam Prep app, and guys basically on YouTube. So do join us, right? Okay, you want astronomy, you want the class of astronomy. Okay, sure. Kumaon Hills ji, basically definitely I'll try to arrange the sessions on astronomy, definitely, right? And guys, please do share the session with your friends. Further, now guys, this is our online classroom program which are going on under the BYJU'S Exam Prep. These are the classroom programs going on. Vision Gate 2022, after that Rank Up Gate and Vision Gate 2023. Very soon this is going to start. And I am going to launch this subject in the first week or second week of November. right? Sorry guys, actually I'm not keeping well today, that's why. ओके बहुत दिक्कत हो रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, चलिए आपकी वो दिक्कत भी दूर करेंगे. I'll try to basically remove those problems, right? Now guys, let us concentrate on this. Let us assume that basically this green, like this green rectangle is there. You can see the green rectangle. Yes, Somadeep Ghoshi, it is useful for everyone. It is useful for everyone. It is useful for the person who are giving the GATE again. It is useful for those also basically who are giving the GATE first time, or rather it is also useful for them who are aspiring to give GATE the after next year, right? So it is useful for everyone. Somadeep ji, just try to listen over here. Now guys, basically let us assume that this is the area which is to be surveyed. The size of the area is large. That's why we are going for, or that's why we have selected the option of going for aerial photogrammetry, right? In this case, how do we do the survey? In this case, guys? So basically what do we do? At first we do the flight planning. This is my flight planning. First I will take the photographs in the direction of flight line, right? And after that I will take the photographs like this. And after that I will take the photographs like this. And after that I will take the photographs like this. So guys, this is something called as flight planning. We take the photographs in the direction in which the length is more. Right? And after that, how do we manage to take the photographs? So just try to understand over here guys. Basically, let us say this is my first photograph. Right? Let us say this is my first photograph, and after that when I take the second photograph, what do? We make sure that basically if this is the center line, then right, then while taking the next photograph, we try to make sure that there is certain overlapping between the two photographs, the two consecutive photographs, right? And this overlap in the direction of flight line is called as longitudinal overlap, end lap or forward lap. Longitudinal overlap, end lap or forward lap. Understood guys? What is the reason behind it? That I will explain later in this session only. I'll explain further. When we take further one more photograph, then what do? We try to overlap these photographs again like this. Right? So like this we do the overlapping in the direction of flight line, and that is called as longitudinal overlap. Similarly, we also do the overlapping in the direction perpendicular to the flight line. That is basically like this. Basically this one. Right? So this overlap I have also done. I have also overlapped in the sideways direction, and this is called as lateral overlap. Understood how overlapping is done? Understood guys how overlapping is done? Like this. Is it clear guys how overlapping is done and why it is done? I will just explain you why it is done. Is it clear till now? Everyone guys, don't forget to like the session. And share the session with your friends also. Is it clear guys? Let us move to the next slide. Guys, like this we take the photographs. Is the picture clearly visible to you? Like this we take the photographs, right? See, this is the first point from where I have taken the photograph. This is the second point I have taken the photograph. This is the third point I have taken the photograph. Right? So if you can see, basically this region I have taken the photograph in the very first photograph. Basically in this case, if this is my second photograph, then this is the region where I have taken the second photograph. So there is an overlap between the first photograph and the second photograph. And how much is that overlap? This is that overlap. Right? If I move to the third photograph, then this is my third photograph, then basically this is the overlap, right? So we can also see that there is an overlap between the third photograph and the first photograph also. There is an overlap between the third photograph and the first photograph also. Is it clear? So like this we do the overlapping. This overlapping is in the longitudinal direction, that is the line of flight. In the line of flight, that is in the longitudinal direction. Clear? After that, basically after that, if we check, then basically this is my overlap in the direction perpendicular to the flight line. In the direction perpendicular to the flight line, right? So basically this is one flight line, this is one flight line, this is another flight line, right? And this is my overlap. This is my overlap, and this is called as side overlap. This is called as side overlap. Agreed? Clear? Now, basically let us try to understand what is the importance of overlapping. Till now guys, is the thought of overlapping is clear to you? Yes or no? Please let me know in the comment box. Please let me know in the comment box, is that the thought of overlapping is clear or not? Please let me know in the comment box. The thought of overlapping, is it clear or not? Yes or no? Yes or no guys? Is it clear? Okay, good. That's good. So fine, the next point we will check that why we do the overlapping. See, you can observe that if I take two photographs which are neck to neck, like if I take two photographs which are neck to neck, like basically this is one photograph, right? This is one photograph, and if I take the second photograph like this, neck to neck, right? And this is the point of first photograph, and this is the point of first photograph, and this is my point of second photograph, right? First photograph and second photograph. Now you already know this fact that basically while taking this photograph, a camera is mounted under the aircraft. A camera is mounted under the aircraft, and the speed of aircraft is of the order of 500 to 700 km per hour. The speed of aircraft is of the order of 500 to 700 km per hour. So basically in that case, if there is a delay of 1 second also in taking the photograph, while taking the photograph, if there is a delay of 1 second, and 1 second is not a very big time guys, that's a very small duration, and you agree by that because that is something I am speaking very practical, right? So if there is a delay of 1 second also while taking the photograph, then what will happen? Certain area would be left out as unphotographed. Certain area would be left out as what? Unphotographed. So basically there would be certain gaps in the ground which we could not, or which we did not photograph. So that certain area would be left out. So to get rid of this problem, this is one of the problem, right? This is not the total problem, but this is the one of the problem. So that's why we don't do that. So that's why we don't do that. Further, one more thing, that is guys, basically why do we do the overlapping? Why do we do the overlapping? Just there is one more reason, very valid reason behind it, that is to basically have a stereoscopic viewing. What is stereoscopic viewing? Let me tell you, and I will also give you one exercise, and you have to let me know in the comment box that whether you were able to do it or not. Whether you were able to do it or not, right? So basically stereoscopic viewing, that is the 3D viewing. You must have gone to some cinema hall. I'm not talking right now, before lockdown obviously. So basically you must have gone to cinema hall sometime before the lockdown, and you must have seen a 3D movie. So in that 3D movie you wear a glass, and then you can only see that particular movie as 3D. So basically that is what stereoscopic viewing, and that glass which you are viewing by which you can see the movie as 3D, that is something called as stereoscope. So basically when there is an area which is common in the two different photographs which are taken from two different points of view, right? So those photographs are called as stereo pairs, and these stereo pairs are kept under like this, and with the help of a stereoscope we see these photographs, and then the image of these two photographs get merged with each other and it forms a 3D image. Guys, this may sound astonishing to you, but we are already aware about this technology. Yes or no? Have you seen this technology? VR box, those are available in the market. Virtual reality, yes or no? So in case of VR box, there is an instrument in that you put your phone and you can see the image 3D, but your phone cannot go in that instrument in a normal mode. Your phone has to be enabled in a VR mode, right? So in VR mode you can see that basically there are two mirror images of the same image. Your screen of the phone splits into two parts, and basically there are two images which are nearly same, which are mirror image of each other, right? And then you get the 3D image of it. Agreed? Yes or no? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? After this I'll tell you a very interesting fact. After this I will tell you a very interesting fact. Have you seen this or not? Please let me know, guys. After that I'll just tell you a very interesting fact. Movie में देखा है only. Okay, fine. No issues, Pandey ji. And after that, very interesting fact which is going to come from my side. Do you know that why God has given you two eyes? What is the reason behind it? The reason is only this, guys. The God has given us two eyes. The reason is very simple. Yes, Avinash ji. Yes, Avinash ji. So the reason is very simple. That is basically we can see the objects at 3D. We can see the objects as what? 3D. With a single eye you cannot have a 3D vision. With a single eye you cannot have a 3D vision. Somebody is asking, sir, shall I concentrate on state PSC or GATE exam? My concepts are not that clear for GATE. Ambati ji, see, we are over here to improve the concepts only, right? So you can learn the concepts from us. So don't worry about it. Right? No, Atul ji, it's not about 190 degree view. It's not about 190 degree or 189 degree view. It's not about that. So that we can have a 3D vision. Like what? I'll just tell you one exercise. At first, what you guys can do. See, I'm doing this exercise before you. At first, what you guys can do, basically you can close your eyes, or you are supposed to close your eyes, hold a pen which has a cap like this, somewhat like this, right? And after that, what you can do, guys, please see and do this exercise and let me know in the comment box. Let me know in the comment box, right? So basically what you can do, you can keep the pen at a certain distance, and after that what you guys can do, you can open one of your eye. Aankh nahi marna hai kisi ko. You can open one of your eye. You can see my this eye, left eye is closed and the right eye is open, right? And after that, what I have to do, I am holding the pen and I have to put this cap of the pen on the top of the pen, right? So basically let us check. See, I could not do this. The cap is not there, right? The cap is not there. Why the cap is not there? Why the cap did not go inside? Because with a single eye I cannot perceive the depth. With a single eye I cannot perceive the depth. Agar Abhinash ji ho gaya hai, then basically you are a person who is with exception. Basically it is not possible, brother. It is not possible. Okay, it is not possible. I'll give you the logic behind it. See, with the help of two eye we can do it very easily. Right? Why? See, you guys can just listen to me. Now I'm giving you the scientific reason behind it. See, we have a eye. In eye, I have a lens, and basically behind the lens there is a retina over which the image is formed, right? This we have studied in the childhood, and that is very true, right? This we have studied in the childhood. नहीं होगा पांडे जी, नहीं होगा. मैं reason दे रहा हूँ, मेरा reason सुनो. Technical scientific reason, right? मन गढ़ंत कहानी नहीं है ये. This is not a fictitious story. This is something, a technical reason I have. See, I have a eye, or everybody has an eye in which there is a lens, and basically there is a retina. right? And basically there is a surrounding from which the light is getting reflected in the infinite number of directions, and that light enters through our lens and forms an image on the retina, right? Now this is as simple as basically a camera. In case of a camera, do you get a 2D image or a 3D image? Definitely we always get what? We always get what? अच्छा पहले नहीं हो रहा था फिर देन हुआ, भैया उसको 3D देख लोगे, डेप्थ देख लोगे तब हो जाएगा, राइट? डेप्थ हो जाएगा. सी basically what is the case, like I have seen this and now I close my eyes and then I can put it, then I can put it. So basically you should not be aware about this. You should not be aware about this. ASF Jat is wish you happy birthday. Whose happy birthday is this? My happy birthday? No, it's not my happy birthday. Who told you it's my happy birthday? So Jat Saab, you are wrong. So basically the point is this, we only get 2D image, and in our case there is one, this is the point of view, this is another point of view, right? And basically that 3D processing of image is being done in our brain. That 3D processing of image is being done in our brain, right? So that is the point. That is the point, guys. So basically just to have a 3D vision of the ground, we have these stereo pairs available. So those are called as stereo pairs, and the instrument is called as stereoscope. Further, there is one more point also over here, and what is that point? Basically, when there is a relief displacement in the ground, that is the ground is undulating. The ground is undulating, and when we take the photograph of that ground, then the photographic positions of various points get displaced. Like for example, let me tell you over here, like basically this is my certain photograph, right? So if this is the center line of that photograph, now if there is a point, particular point, if it was on flat ground, then the image was supposed to come over here. But if it is on certain undulating ground, then image will get dislocated. Then this is called as relief displacement D. So guys, this happens basically in case of undulating ground. Now guys, the point is this, relief displacement is very significant. It is very significant when the point is outside, or when the point is radially at a distance from the principal point. This is something called as principal point. Means if there is more distance, if there is more distance from the principal point, then the relief displacement is more. So that gives us wrong perception of the object. That gives us wrong perception of the object distance, right? So basically what we can do, we can take the photograph of the central region and we can neglect the photograph of the outer region. So that is possible with the help of overlapping. So these are the benefits of overlapping. So I have just told you right now why the overlapping is to be done. After that, let us move to the next topic, that is basically how to determine the number of photographs. Now guys, to determine the number of photographs, we have two methods. The first one is method 1, and obviously the second one would be the method 2. विराट शर्मा जी, क्या चाहते हो, पढ़ा दूं एस्ट्रोनॉमी? अगर आप चाहते हो तो पढ़ा दूंगा आने वाले समय में. I may teach you astronomy if you want it. If you guys want it, desperately want it, I may teach you, but guys, that is not required for the examination. It is not in the syllabus of GATE. First of all, you should be aware about it. That's why. And it is in the syllabus of engineering services, but the point is this, basically in case of engineering services, only one question is asked. Maybe one question may be asked from out of 150 questions. So that's why I don't devote time on it, because if I start teaching astronomy, it's a very lengthy stuff. That's why I don't teach it. But if you guys demand it on your request, on your order, definitely I may think of it and I may take classes in the future. So guys, it totally depends on your requirement. See, it's not my requirement, it's your requirement, right? Clear? So basically we have two methods. One is method 1 and obviously another is method 2, right? So basically in method 2, that is more practical method, and this method 1, guys, this is more theoretical method. Like how? Just please try to understand over here what you are writing. यस सर एस्ट्रोनॉमी के नोट्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं कहीं से. ओके ठीक है, अगर नोट्स चाहिए तो नोट्स भी दे सकता हूं. आई कैन गिव यू द नोट्स. आई कैन गिव यू द नोट्स. Okay, sure Virat Sharma ji, sure, definitely we may do it in the future. Definitely we may do it in the future, that's my promise. Right, so now theoretical method. See guys, why it is called as theoretical method, that I am not supposed to tell you right now. As we solve the question, you will come to know about it. As we solve the question, you will come to know about it, right? So basically what is the case over here? So number of photographs, capital N is equal to capital A upon small a. What is capital A? What is capital A? Capital A is the total ground area which is to be surveyed. Capital A is the total ground area which is to be surveyed. And small a is the area, ground area covered by one photograph. Ground area covered by one photograph. So if we divide them, so basically we can definitely get the number of photographs. We can definitely get the number of photographs, right? Now the question is, how do I calculate that? What is the ground area covered by one photograph? So the formula for this is 1 minus PL, where PL is my longitudinal overlap and the value of this PL is generally 60%. Value of this PL is generally 60%, right? After that, small l is my length of the photograph. Small l is my length of the photograph, that is in centimeters, right? And S is my scale of the photograph. S is my scale of the photograph. Similarly over here, this was in the direction of length, right? Basically this is nothing but this is my ground length covered by one photograph. So similarly I have the ground width covered by one photograph, that is 1 minus PW into small w by S. So PW is side overlap. So PW is side overlap and its value is generally 30%. Although it will be given in the question, but just for your knowledge I am giving you these values, right? So this is one case, and after that basically we can check over here. We can check over here that basically this value is nearly 30% and S is my again scale, and this W is again, this W is what? W is my width of the photograph. So again it will be in terms of what? Centimeter. So what we are doing, basically we are trying to calculate what is the length covered on the photograph, on the physical photograph, and then we multiply it by the scale of the photograph, and that gives me what? The ground length covered by that photograph, or the ground width covered by that photograph. So this is the case, right? So before moving to the question, let me tell you guys the method 2, and thereafter we'll move to the question. So is it okay guys? Are you getting the concept? Please let me know. Are you getting the concept? Are you getting the concept? Is it clear guys, everyone? Hello Kritika ji, hello. Are you getting the concept guys? Everyone? So shall I move to method 2? Basically this method, the previous one was the theoretical method guys, and this one is practical method. This one is practical method. Now in this case, basically instead of having the ground area, what we are having in reality, that is the ground length and ground width. Ground length and ground width. Now you will tell, sir, if ground length is known and ground width is known, then that basically gives us the ground area. So why to have another method? We can use the previous method also. We can use the previous method also, that is the method 2. Why to have the method 1? Why to have the next method? Guys, there is a point behind it, so just have patience and just trust me and believe me, when I'll be solving the questions, I can show you practically what is happening. So guys, basically what is the analogy over here? That is the number of photographs is equal to N1 into N2. Now guys, just let me tell you an analogy to understand this. Now there is a room which is full of chairs. The chairs are arranged in a square or rectangle pattern, like you go in a marriage. So there are chairs arranged in a row and column, right? Now if somebody has told you that please count the number of chairs, so if you are a layman, you will count 1, 2, 3 individually each chair. But if you are educated, If you are a learned person, then what you are supposed to do? You'll count the number of columns and number of chairs in a row and then multiply them. Right? Multiply them. So basically you'll get what? You'll get the total number of chairs which are being kept over there. So similarly over here, N1 and N2, where N1 is number of photographs in the direction of flight line and N2 is the number of photographs in the direction perpendicular to the flight line. So basically, number of flight lines into the number of photographs in each flight line. So that will give me what? The total number of photographs. That will give me the total number of photographs. Is it clear? So that is my N1 and N2. So what will be the N1? N1 is the number of photographs in the direction of flight line. So what it is? So guys, basically I have L. That L is my ground length as it is mentioned over here. The ground length which is to be covered. So L upon 1 minus PL into small l divided by S. So guys, basically this is what? Now you can check 1 minus PL into L by S. This is my ground length to be covered by one photograph. Right? So capital L is the total ground length which is to be covered and this is my ground length which is to be covered by one photograph. So we divide them. So we get the total number of photographs in the direction of length. Similarly, we do in case of width, that is capital W divided by 1 minus PS into small w divided by S. This is the ground width covered by one photograph. This is the ground width covered by one photograph. And guys, in both the cases we add plus 1. In both the cases we add plus 1. And why do we add this plus 1? This plus 1 is added just because of the reason we have to take one extra photograph. Basically, or I may tell that basically we need to take 2 extra photographs and or we have to start from early. Right? Over here, if I tell you, we started taking the photographs from the edge, but in reality we never ever take the photographs from the edge. Rather, we start little bit early and we finish little bit after the area. We start little bit before the area and we finish little bit after the area. So basically this as in total amounts to one photograph. This as in total amounts to one photograph. Let's not get into all those intricacies because that will make the discussion very long. I can get into that discussion, but that will become very lengthy, right? So further, is that clear, guys? Is there any doubt anybody is having, or shall I move to the question? Is anybody having any doubt, or shall I move to the question? Shall I move to the question? Okay, fine. Now this is the question. Determine the number of photographs required to cover an area of 500 kilometers square. The size of the photograph is 25 centimeter into 25 centimeter. Scale is 1:10,000. Longitudinal overlap is 60% and side overlap is 30%. Guys, this is the question, right? So what will be the number of photographs? So do we have basically the dimensions of the ground? No, we only have the ground area. Since we are having the ground area only, what we can do? Basically, unfortunately, we have to go for method 1 only, right? Method 1 only. So basically, what will be the case? The case would be this, that the number of photographs n is equal to capital A by small a. Capital A by small a, where the capital A was the ground area, that is 500 kilometers square. So let me convert this into meter square. So 500 divided by 10 to the power of 6 divided by 500 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by, now the area covered by one photograph, and that will be how much, guys? Please be ready for the calculation. Please be ready for the calculation. You have to let me know the calculation. So it will be 1 minus 0.6, that is PL, into L, that is 0.25 into meters, divide by 1 by 10,000. 1 by 10,000, right? 1 by 10,000. This is the case. Into 1 minus 0.3, that is my overlap in the longitudinal direction as given in the question, 30%, right? Into the size of the photograph, that is 0.25. 0.25 divide by 1 by 10,000. 1 by 10,000. So can you tell me the number of photographs? Can somebody tell me the number of photographs? What is the number of photographs? Please do the calculation, guys. Please do the calculation for me. What is the number of photographs? What is the number of photographs? I'm waiting for your answer, guys. See, we have seen the formula, now we are applying the formula. We have seen the formula, now we are applying the formula. Naresh ji, is it coming 20,000? I don't think so, brother. That's a very huge number. 2,000. No. That should not be the answer. That's a very big number. As far as I remember, that should not be the answer. That should not be the answer. So what is the answer? Or shall I do the calculation for you guys? Just wait, let me grab the calculator. You guys are also doing the calculation mistake. Now, I have the calculator with me now. Let us check. Let us check. So it is 500 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by 0.4 into 0.25 divided by 1 by 10,000 rather, into 0.7 into 0.25 divided by 1 by 10,000. Is it coming 285? Okay, Atul ji, thoda sa practice karna padega. You have to practice. See, using the GATE calculator is just opposite using the scientific calculator. Is it coming 285? Is it, guys? Is it coming 285? 285.71. So basically the number of photographs would be 286. Right? The number of photographs would be 286. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, everyone? Next question. This one. Determine the number of photographs required to cover an area of 25 kilometer into 20 kilometer. Size of the photograph is 25 centimeter into 25 centimeter. Scale is 1:10,000. Longitudinal overlap is 60% and side overlap is 30%. Yes, Pandey, that is the answer. That is the answer. Right? So guys, can you just check every condition is being same over here. Every condition is same over here, but what is the difference? The difference is the dimensions of the ground are given. The difference is the dimensions of the ground are given. Right? The dimensions of the ground are given. This is the difference. Right? And you can also check that the total ground area is also same. The total ground area is also same. So, will we get the same number of photographs? Will we get the same number of photographs? Let us check. Let us check, guys. So, basically over here, let me solve this question. That is the number of photographs. N will be equal to N1 into N2. N1 into N2. So, N will be equal to 25 into 10 to the power of 3. Right? 25 kilometers. So, 1 minus 0.6 into 0.25. 0.25 divided by 1 by 10,000 plus 1, right, into 20 into 10 to the power of 3 divide by 1 minus 0.3, that is 30% overlap, into 0.25 divide by 1 by 10,000, again plus 1, plus 1. So how much will be this value? Guys, can you calculate this? Everyone, can you calculate this for me? Can you calculate this for me? Right? Please do the calculation. How much is it coming? How much is it coming? Is this coming as 26? Is this coming as 26 into? The other one would be 20 kilometer, right? 0.7. 12.42. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Answer will be 26 into 12.42. Is it the answer? Is it the answer? That is 322.92. Is this the answer? Then the answer is no. This is not the answer, guys. This is absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. Why this is absolutely wrong? Because the reason is this, guys. Can we have 12.42 number of strips? See, either we can have 12 number or we can have 13 number. Either we can have 12 number or we can have 13 number. We cannot have 0.42 strip. Right? So what will be this number? So it should be n is equal to n1 into n2. So n1 will be 26 and n2 will be 13. So 26 into 13. That will be 338 photographs. 338 photographs. Very good, Pandeyji and Nareshji. Very good. Very good, Pandeyji and Nareshji. Very good. Very good. So answer will be what? 338. Is it clear, guys, everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Is that clear? Now, friends, this question is for homework. Homework. Answer will be given in my Telegram group. Right? Answer will be given in my Telegram group tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll give the answer for this. Is it clear, everyone? Does anybody having any doubt? Anybody has any doubt? Or guys, let me close the session. Let me finish the session. पांडे जी, जो कैलकुलेशन में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, इफ यू आर फेसिंग द प्रॉब्लम इन कैलकुलेशन इन गेट कैलकुलेटर, देन ब्रदर यू हैव टू डू द प्रैक्टिस ऑन इट. You have to do the practice on it. So I guess, guys, basically that's all in the today's session. And guys, don't forget to join the session day after tomorrow of Krishna sir. Don't forget to join the session day after tomorrow of Krishna sir. Right? Same time, same place. Same time, same place, guys. Is it okay? Thank you very much, guys. That's all for today. That's all. So guys, thank you very much. I am signing off, over and out from my side. Jai Hind.